Episode 17 of the Laced Up Podcast. Welcome back. I'm your host. First name Dunn, last name P. Here with my co-host.
This is Steph.
It's your boy Bola.
Bentley.
And we have a very special guest. This lady we've been trying to get on since we started, actually. I'm going to let Steph introduce her.
Cassidy, thank you so
What's
much
good?
for coming on, girl. If you guys do not know, Cassidy does a lot of work behind the scenes. I know y'all see her at events, but she is doing crazy, crazy things for women in sneakers, so we had to have you on. I really appreciate it.
I'm so grateful to be here.
Welcome.
Welcome, Cassidy. Welcome.
So let people know what you're doing now and kind of before then, how you kind of got into sneakers.
Okay, so my name is Cassidy, aka Trillery Clinton, and so currently I'm a woman, so multifaceted. We do everything: wife, mom, and I work in human resources during the day, so that's my corporate gig. But my passion, my creative hustle, is with CNK Daily, where I am the managing editor. And CNK Daily is basically a platform that serves as a voice for women in sneakers and streetwear, specifically Black and brown women.
Yeah. That's so amazing. And if you ever get a chance to go to their events, they're amazing. Or even sit through the Zooms. Because I know since 2020 hit, y'all were doing a lot of Zooms just talking about the injustices and just women in sneakers in general. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So with 2020, obviously we wanted to do more in-person events, and that didn't happen last year. But we moved it over to Zoom to do a series called Kickin' Gems, which now we've moved over to Clubhouse, which is like the new vibe. But Kickin' Gems was basically to empower, elevate, and educate women within our space. It told a lot of stories. There's so many unsung heroes that are women within this male-dominated space. So we wanted to amplify the contributions of others and just really put people on, and talk about everything from, love our culture like you love, us and our sneakers, and the challenges of being a woman trying to access sneakers, all the way to voting. So that was like a big thing for us.
Yeah, that was huge. And I know, I think one of the panels or conversations that I sat in on, y'all were talking about holding brands accountable. And I know we talk about brands all the time, Adidas, Nike, all the brands. So have y'all seen a change this past year, or since you've been talking about it with brands and how they're treating you guys or anybody that you work with?
So, I think that we haven't ever had like a really negative experience with any brands. We've been blessed to work with some really good representatives out the brands. We've been to Portland. We've visited headquarters, like the sneaker Mecca, Nike headquarters. So we got to sit down with a lot of women that we had good working relationships with. But I think there is a shift. It's a long awaited shift that needed to happen as far as the future being female. We've always been in the game. I buy shoes for my kids. My son is actually about to be 20. And so he's a sneakerhead. He works at Foot Locker. He the plug.
Yeah.
And he has all the kicks. But I think as far as women goes, like, we're not new to it at all. And I think brands are really starting to pay attention. Because fashion has really overlapped with the sneaker game. So now it's more worldwide. And in COVID, you didn't want to wear heels, like for what? So a lot of people, I think, pivoted to athleisure and sneakers, and it blew up. And I think brands are doing a good job, but there's two sides to the struggle here. So you have the struggle of women not being represented in marketing, in the design rooms, and the boardrooms, especially Black women. Then you have the culture, where we really need to be more inclusive, collaboration over competition. Obviously, I always say that. And just really amplifying the contributions of others. I always say that as well, because everyone has a lane, and you can pull someone with you. I think leaders don't have to be managers. Like, leaders lift in all areas. So it's really important to, like, if you have a platform that you you advocate and
Yeah.
you become an ally for other women.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Go ahead. You got something?
Oh, for people that are unfamiliar, like myself, CNK. Let's go back there.
That's
What
what
does
Rewind
that?
a little bit.
Let's rewind
Right,
just a little bit for people who aren't familiar with you. What is that?
Oh, CNK. So it stands for Chicks and Kicks
Yeah.
Daily.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I was
light bulb
lost.
moment.
Yeah. So I was looking around on the website and I see it's very, inclusive of, releases, information and everything. Where did the whole idea for you, producing that website and that format come from?
Yeah, so I met the founder, and the team was very lean at the time. So I joined maybe 3, almost 4 years ago, and it was really because I was going through a really tough time that year, some personal struggles, and I was just trying to, self reflect and get back to the roots of what makes me feel good. And sneakers have always made me feel good. I've been collecting sneakers and buying them since. My friend always says free lunch, so it's been a minute.
Oh, wow.
And then, so it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a long time. But I think that I couldn't resonate with anything like the naked girls and the sneakers. Just it wasn't me. There's a place for that, and I think it can be artistic in its own way, but it just wasn't me. I'm a girl from 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. I'm not going to be, naked in some Jordans.
Yeah.
So I found CNK just on the IG scroll.
Yeah.
I just happened, and this was when the platform was really small. And I just was shooting my shot, and I was like, I really want to work with y'all. I can bring some business acumen from my corporate career into the brand, and we can just take this thing up, and it was kind of history from there, or herstory.
Yeah, we learning new words today. Terminology.
So they call you an OG in the sneaker game, right? So tell us. I heard you say since free lunch. So what year was that, if you don't mind me asking? What year did it all start?
So I'm just gonna be real transparent because
That's
we
be.
almost
That's what
40
we need.
here.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm 38. I'm about to be 38
you
in
young.
March.
That's young.
So graduated high school in 01, and I think I started liking, actually noticing sneakers in middle school. So, but it was around skate culture because I was emo as hell. And
Oh,
so
wow.
I was really
So you had the Jinkos and the.
yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
had the
man, here we go.
Jinko.
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 Did you say you wore Jinkos
I
too?
did. Jinko
That's-
polos.
too tall to wear
Did you have skywalks too?
I did. I
Oh,
had all.
man.
I literally had all.
Wow.
I am getting to know you.
There's pictures out there. I may show you.
Jinkos.
I don't.
What high school
did
did
you
you
wear-
go to, Cass?
High school for law enforcement and criminal justice.
Ah,
My
okay.
parents wouldn't let me go to Yates, so
Okay, because I graduated from Yates 01.
yeah, no, I wasn't. I lived in the neighborhood, but they were like, no. I went to Wheeler Avenue, I was.
Oh,
yeah.
you was really there. You might have seen the billboard that said Freaky Field plays for
Oh, my
Yates
God.
at the. But that was me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're reliving dreams now. Okay.
Yeah, that-
Yeah, we are. You just flashed me back. But go ahead with it.
Oh, so skate culture, I was really big into Nirvana, Green Day, all the 90s
Oh, okay.
alternative.
I like Nirvana. For real.
And so once my musical taste started to change and I traded in the emo for DJ Screw.
There you
I
go.
was a
There you go.
big screw head. My grandmother would get so pissed off. Like, what are you listening to?
The devil. Look how slow it's going.
Yes, she called me the devil. And I wanted to be down. I wanted to buy a Sprite and a Deuce, and
Yeah, sip
it was
some.
way reckless. It was way reckless, but with the music aspect of it, I grew up watching Jordan play, and
Yeah.
then I was really into And One mixtapes,
Okay.
like the
Oh, okay.
Professor, Skip to My Lou,
Oh,
Hot Sauce,
okay.
all of them. And I was not athletic at all, so I couldn't skateboard, I couldn't play basketball, but I hung with all the peoples that did everything.
Gotcha.
So skateboarding, b-boy culture, street, graffiti is a love that I have. And it just kind of all held hands at one point, Bone Thugs and Harmony. We started to evolving.
Right.
Favorite Bone Thugs song right now?
First of the Month.
Okay.
It's just the one that came to me
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
But I had the black light posters, and it was.
Oh, okay.
I was.
Was
yeah,
Crossroads a scary video to anybody? Or was it
Yeah,
just me?
very.
Yeah.
Very,
Uncle
very.
Charles. Uncle Charles.
I'm not sure.
Uncle Charles.
All right.
Sense
Make
video.
sure I'm not tripping.
Uncle
All right,
Charles
all
is
right.
a wild boy.
Uncle Charles.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So-
So from there, I just really got into sneakers, and just started buying. I felt like I was very awkward and an introvert. I still am, you know, but with the brand, I have to like get out of my comfort zone. But we had uniforms in my school, so like the primary thing was your shoe.
Yeah.
And my shoes were a conversation starter where I didn't have to talk much to be in, you know, in a crowd. So I really like that. I felt like confident. It made me feel that like I felt like this is how Jordan feels when he steps on a court in fresh kicks.
Right.
So it just
like that,
that's how I
Cassie.
connected to it.
Okay.
That's what's up.
So you said you were emo and into the skateboarding. So what was your
So emo.
other than skywalkers and airwalks? What do you think about Nike bringing more women SBs out now?
Oh, I love that. I mean, there's kind of a two side to it, just like with anything else. So it, you know, it was kind of like the cult classic and very niche, you know, Nike Talk, all of those days. And now that it's becoming more mainstream, I think it's nice to have access. You know, there's something for everybody. Like I want my kids to connect to shoes like I did, you know. So, and I love to see the women's dunks that they've been bringing out have been pretty good.
Oh yeah,
They're nice.
So
They're real nice.
been pretty fire. Even the Disrupt. It's
I like them.
them.
I like them.
But I think just going back to women in design, I think y'all posted something recently about like we don't, or somebody saying like women get all the colorways but we really don't, and like the color designs. How do you feel about that?
So I think there's this ongoing conversation about like inclusive sizing versus women's exclusives. And so, I mean, I truly feel like you need both.
Yeah.
Like there is that shrinking and pinking. Like I don't need my shoe to be blinged out and bedazzled.
Right.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
My daughter probably wants that. You know, I don't. But I think there's a place for it. Like somebody's buying them.
Yeah.
So I really like the unisex sizing. I like what the Jubilee did with having a men's and a women's. But I know that we were on a Clubhouse chat with Kim Jabby, who I love, and she works at Jordan Brand. And it's like Clubhouse is a big focus group, actually.
Yeah.
And so when she was talking about the design, you know, a lot of things are lost as you get in smaller sizes. So that is something that is being talked about in the design rooms, and why sometimes the quality of what we get is not the same as like what you would get, you know, because as you shrink it down, the materials and it changes. You know?
Right.
That makes sense. So your son, you say he's a sneakerhead. So
Shout
did you
out Jordan.
so did you force Jordan into being a sneakerhead? Did you, you know, point him in that direction, or did he just pick up? My mom kicks are so fly. Let me.
He definitely thinks his mom is fly as hell. So,
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
he won't admit it to anybody, but I didn't. I think he's always been around it. So when you kind of grow up around
It's just
something,
normal.
even if it's very natural, it's very normal. So his dad is also like a super collector, you know, around. And but yeah, we won't talk about him. So anyways, but back to me. But
All right.
I always kept him like laced up when he was little. And so,
laced up. I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No pun intended. Or pun intended.
There you go. There you go.
But I kept him laced up, and it was so much easier to buy small toddler shoes.
All right.
You know, so
They're super expensive though.
Yeah.
Now.
He's a grown man now, so he can buy his own. But he's still like the Yeezy wave, you know, the Gen Zs and whatnot. So it's a lot different because we debate everything.
Yeah.
So where I'll say, you know, something's fire, he's like, so trash. That's so trash. And I'm like, you don't even know. Like, you don't even know the story to this shoe. Like, but it's just natural for him. So he's a hype beast. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, you heard that, Jordan?
I know, right? You're watching.
So as you guys talk about women releases, is there one that you're excited about coming up, or you want to talk about one that's released already?
I think that a lot of things that they're bringing out for women are fire. I'm still waiting for some of the dunks. You know, I know they've been pushed back and back and back. You know, I love the Jordan 4 was like a big one. You know, everyone was trying to get it.
Oh, yeah,
the women's release. I really liked how they gave exclusive access on
women.
sneakers to women.
Yeah.
Right.
We dropped that on CNK story to let everybody know before it happened.
Yeah.
So
What's up?
I still didn't get it after that, though. I was like, dang.
I put my phone on D&D. I'm like,
Oh my
nobody's calling.
gosh.
You know.
Oh, I need these.
But I think the Lucky Greens was a good one. I love ones too. You know, they look good on small feet. So there's a lot of good stuff. And I like what women designers have been coming up with. Laylee May, of course, I love
Yeah.
her. She just reminds me of Aaliyah, and I
Yeah.
just was obsessed with
She
her.
does, yeah.
And Melody Asani, of course. She's awesome. And Vashti, shout to the OG, you know.
No Bashty, yeah.
Got you, cool. Hey, it's funny you bring up the like Nike Talk a little while ago. When I was looking at your site, I got very Nike Talk vibes from that. Was that like the way you were going with that, or did it just?
No, it's just kind of like that. I don't know. It's like full circle moments that just happen without you thinking of it because it's so in your subconscious. We just wanted the site to be dope. You know, we actually revamped it recently, so it looked a lot different before, but just kind of a fresh look to it. Make sure that it was easy for people to find stuff and have like fire imagery.
The youngins don't know nothing about Nike Talk.
No, but
Nah,
that's why when I seen it, I was like, yo, this like really reminds me of Nike
That's
Talk.
where you
Like,
get
I'm
all
like,
your
does she
gifts.
know about this?
You
Like,
get all your gifts from Nike Talk.
everything.
Everything was Nike Talk.
Let me ask you this, Cass. I was on your page, not stalking you or nothing, but just scrolling.
They were stalking you.
But I seen you do sneaker trading.
Yes. Shout out to Trade Block.
Yes, I was about to say, tell them more about you
Trade
because
block.
we don't know everything just
Yeah,
yet.
let's
Yes,
get into that.
Let's get into that.
What's that process like, and how did you hook up with those guys?
So they're very grassroots. So
Okay.
they were all about, you know, hitting the streets, building relationships the old school way versus just digital real estate. And so they were at all the sneaker shows, and I just happened to link up with them online.
Okay.
And they were like, hey, let's talk about a collaboration with CNK. Like, can we do something together? They actually gave away a Melody Asani for Valentine's Day with us. So
wow.
last year, I believe it was last year. So that was really dope. But they have created a platform, and they're it's a web app right now because it's in beta. But you can still sign up, so everybody sign up.
Yeah.
But it's literally you go on there, you can upload all your shoes in the closet, you can put your wish list, you can see all the other collectors, and you can see, if you search a shoe, you can see how many people have it on their wish list in the size and how many people want it. And then you initiate a trade. You can put money on top of it. Y'all can counter and negotiate.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It's really
pretty
dope. And you can it's new and used, and it's 100% authenticated.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you.
So I've done like 2 trades and literally was shooting my shot like 6 times today to try to get a turbo green.
What you get? What you get through the trading?
So I got a
And what you gave up?
okay, let me see. I've done 2 trades so
Okay.
far. I got a Air Jordan 1, the Panda, the Twist.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it I actually traded with my friend. I had 2 blue chills, and I gave one to her. So we traded. Even trade, there was no money on top of
Okay.
it. But if you look on StockX, then pandas are.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I think you won
yeah,
that.
I did.
I was about to
Wasn't an
say.
even trade.
I
You
did.
played your friend. Whoever the friend is, Cassidy played you.
Shout out Nameless
She owed you some
Friend.
money to put on top of that.
No, yeah, yeah. So I was like winning, and then the second one, it was all about what I wanted. So you can trade multiple shoes for multiple shoes. So with this one, I got an Air Jordan 1 low, which I've been trying to. They sell out so fast, and I've been trying to get one. It's a women's. It's like the baby blue and white.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
University blue. That one is also going for hella lot on StockX. It's like 4 times the retail.
Really?
3 times. Yeah, I was really shocked.
The Air Jordan 1 low with
Women's.
the women's. Okay.
And so I traded away the Air Jordan 11 low snakeskin, the pink snakeskin, which was gifted to me. So I was like,
Ooh.
by brand.
Easy.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also, and that was new, so it was dead stock. I had never worn it. And then I traded away a used Air Jordan 11, the varsity red, like the all red one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Do you foresee like the trading growing into something like a StockX or
it's going to blow up.
yeah. I feel like I'd rather trade than to buy like something $1,000.
Well, it's kind of like I didn't have to spend any money.
Yeah.
Like for the
Right.
trade where I traded away 2 shoes,
Yeah.
I didn't really wear them. And
Right.
then on top of that, that person put cash on top. They gave me $50 on top of
Yeah.
the trade. And so we do look at market value, obviously, so the trade is somewhat fair. But a lot of times, both sides is winning because you're getting something that you
Right.
wanted. And a lot of times,
Sure.
some of these trades have been crazy. Like they also did a giveaway where you're trading up for a Grinch. They had all the sizes, and you offered up a trade, and whoever had the best one, you got the Grinch.
Oh, wow.
So it was. They do a lot of really cool stuff, and
that's dope.
they're
That's
trading all kinds of heat.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Would y'all do trade? Would y'all trade?
I love all my shit too much.
That's
trade?
my
That's
thing.
what I said.
Like,
That's what
I get like
I made a
separation
profile
anxiety.
and everything, but I don't have
I traded
anything
with
on my
KC.
profile. I'm just like, I was gonna put a sneaker on there, and I was like, I kind of want to wear these.
Yeah.
Now. And now, they're used, but you can still trade them. But I was like, I think I'm gonna keep them. So I don't know.
For me, it's
My
like the thrill
profile's
of the
empty.
chase again.
Yeah. Right.
Like on StockX, I know what I'm getting. I'm not chasing anything. I'm just like, I got to pay all this. Like,
Right.
this sucks. My son is a little different because he loves paying resale. Like he will pay resale, and I'm like, "What? You stupid." And you grounded. But to me, it's the thrill of the chase because I was one of the sneaker lovers that would like to camp out. Like that was fun.
real?
That was fun for me. Yeah.
Did y'all camp out?
Yeah, if you didn't, you ain't part of the culture.
Did you camp out?
Nah, I was up early.
I
I
didn't
wasn't
camp
camping
out.
out.
We did.
We had people
I
that
did
had.
all that.
You
once
camped
or
out?
twice.
You wasn't paying people to sit in line
I
for you?
did everything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
Well, in high school, you get somebody from high school $100.
I remember the
Hey,
Galaxy
shit,
pack.
that's-
It wasn't no paying nobody
the
to
Galaxy was
to
such
stand
a
for a
big
Galaxy
one.
Yeah,
pack. They
oh,
was
yeah.
gonna get you on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Like we had to stay there for that.
It was that was like good memories until
Shout
people
out to
started
Joey
like
Supreme.
shooting up the malls and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had to. I couldn't camp out. It was too dangerous in Houston. We had the people call what was them guys called?
Get money, boy.
The Get Money Boys. Shout out to the Get Money Boys. I know that shit around Lakewood.
Yeah, man.
Ain't that Brooks? Ain't that Brooks?
That's Brooks side of town. But yeah, they had boys jacking people and
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah, it did get dangerous, but
it got
there was
dangerous.
a point where it was like fun.
Yeah.
It was
See,
fun.
ours is always fun. I guess I ain't
And
never.
what you were?
It was in
you-
North. I was mostly in North Carolina the times I got
okay.
to.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little safer up there. Yeah. You
We're like,
good.
I guess that's what you call it.
Yeah.
Whatever you
I
say.
mean,
The Get Money Boys were not there.
yeah, they was trying to get to it, man. They
Social status been popping for a long time.
that's
Yeah.
right. You right about that.
Social status. We love working with them.
Shout out social status.
Yes.
So for CNK Daily, what's next for you guys?
Any partnerships coming?
Oh, we always working on that. Yeah, we always working on that. So I'm really biased towards Jordan Brand.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, me too.
But you got Adidas.
yeah, you got some.
Finally.
But Jordan Women's, like, I have to give them their flowers because they've
Yes.
really brought some like heat. Functional wear. It's not for everybody. I mean, I can say that, but they have some really cool apparel and the shoes. So definitely want to work more with them. But we want to diversify too. Like, we want to work with New
diversify.
Balance. We want to,
Puma?
work with Adidas.
Oh.
Puma's cool. Reebok is, dope. So we do have some projects in the works, but I think most importantly, we want to tell stories of women and really highlight them because we not only want to spotlight them, but we want to hire them. Like we want to hire them for photography and editorials and modeling and the sneakers and bringing them into our campaigns. So I think that that's really important. And that's something that we'll be working on heavily is the content creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's dope.
Want to.
Merch.
Oh yeah, we have an e-store. So we'll be dropping more.
I was about to say,
merch.
are y'all putting more on there?
Yeah. Our drops are very intentional. Like they're focused on a message.
Okay.
So we're kind of selective in how the frequency of the drops are. But we'll definitely have more merch coming.
Awesome.
Great.
Collaborations with merch with other like artists and
Okay.
people that make stuff. Yeah.
So I had a question just to rewind a little bit. I know you said that you were a Michael Jordan fan and everything, but what woman inspired you when you were younger?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, as far as like from the athletic side, I would say probably like Cheryl Swoops
Okay.
or something like that. WNBA. I grew up when it's like it started. We got to see the
comics.
inception.
Yeah, the comics.
The inception of it. So that was really cool and new. Even though I wasn't an athlete at all whatsoever, it gave me, as I got older, I was like, my daughters can do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And like there's representation for them. So that's always important, because back then I was like, I would never think that right now I'd be working with Jordan Brand or Nike or,
That's so dope.
selling sneakers to Tiffany Beers.
Yeah.
That was a plug.
Well, I was
So-
gonna say,
just like really cool moments that I think that I can share with my kids because that's really important.
I remember those comics games used to be off the chain.
lit,
Super
Man.
lit.
packed, everything.
I got a
Those were
chance to
fun.
hold Cheryl Swoops at the downtown Y.
How much she give you?
Don't matter,
Unless
buddy.
she bust your ass.
Don't matter,
Unless she
buddy.
bust your ass.
She definitely did, but I wasn't focused on none of that. It was just straight on her. But those comics games was off the chain though. Didn't they win like 4 in a row? Or
Back to back. They
to
won
back.
3 in a row, I
3
think.
in a row, like a 3-peat.
Yeah.
I mean, I had first moved here and I seen Cynthia Cooper out. I was like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Tina
yo,
Thompson.
I was like,
I
whoa,
really
whoa,
wish they would do something with them. Like
Shout out
now,
Cynthia
outside, I
Cooper.
mean, we know we had the swoops, but I feel like they can reel in Cynthia more and try to do something else with her. Like,
Isn't she
What was
coaching though?
She coaching TSU right now.
Yeah,
she's
she's
the head
coaching.
coach at TSU.
So I'm thinking
She-
she
her
might
hands
not be able
full.
to.
Yeah, her hands full.
is she with TSU?
Yeah, she's a coach. He's a head coach.
Which y'all
at TSU.
sponsored by? TSU.
TSU is sponsored by
Riddle.
Under Armour.
Oh my bad.
Hey man,
Oh, big shot. I didn't even catch that one.
We need like the gunshot. Like,
Yeah, like
shots
seriously.
fired.
That was a
Big
fire
old
shot.
that's funny.
My
That's
bad, my
funny. So Jordan Brand, you guys work. I seen you opening up a package, and how was that experience opening up that? Are you used to it now, or
I don't think you ever get used to it. Like when stuff ends up at the door, my husband and my son are really like, here we go again. It's probably, why couldn't they send you the trophy room ones? And I'm like, really? Like, they're not sending that. And that wouldn't come from them. So I think it's always fun, and it makes me feel good that they see value in what we put out, we as a team versus me individually. So it's nice to get, free shoes. I get to save coins.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
They're
for
usually
sure.
women's
Right.
releases, which is fire.
Yeah.
Anything from Mr. Michael Jordan is a win.
Right.
Yeah.
for real? Is it ever like a card from him or with his signature
Oh,
on
hell
it?
no.
No?
I would have put that on
Oh,
the
okay,
gram
okay. I
already.
just wanted to check. I just wanted to see.
Signed,
I
Mr.
just-
Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
No, that would be
MJ.
really dope. I mean, we've sat with like VPs of Jordan, like executives, so that was really cool. And I try to look at it like I do in my corporate job. Like, I talk to VPs all the time, so I try not to fangirl too much. But the little girl in me is just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So
Seriously.
that's always cool.
So let me ask everybody on the panel this: if you guys were ever invited into a room and Mike walked in, what would your reaction be?
Cry.
Dapping him up and just one tear.
So you cool?
that
one tear gonna drop?
That one Denzel tear.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
What about you, Billy?
I'm talking to him about who I know that know him, and we're trying to get that Nike account at Soul Lounge.
Right? No, for real.
What about you? Steph?
I'd probably get really nervous.
Yeah.
And just be like, what? But then, I would just have a cordial conversation with him. Just
After they wake
I
me
need
up
more.
from passing out, because it's like I heard somebody describe me, Mike, for it. I think Shannon Sharp said he got on the elevator with Michael Jordan one time, and he said it literally looked like he was elevating, like,
Yeah, I
and
can
had like
believe it.
that Bruce Lee glow over him, and he was like,
this is Jordan.
Shannon Sharp was like, he was looking at him like, man, he's not that tall, he not this, he not that, but
Man,
Yeah,
some people
I
just
mean,
give off
I
that's
a
think
aura,
you
That
still
man.
just
aura.
hold on to
Yeah.
how you felt about Jordan when you were younger. Because, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's like, this is a big deal. This is who I've been looking up to for years. Like,
yeah,
so you hold on to that, and it's like when you see him, it's like, oh, shoot, like that's him.
Right.
Finally see him
that
in
commercial would
person.
play in my mind. That want to be like Mike commercial.
Man.
Yeah.
It would play in my mind.
Sing it for us, Mullet.
Yeah.
Like Mike.
Cause it's like I've seen Shaq out, I've seen
Yeah,
you know,
but Mike-
and
Yeah,
it's
like,
like,
it's not
oh,
the
that's
same.
Shaq,
It's
man.
But
He
you gotta
big,
remember,
but
Mike has an aura to him where he doesn't. He's not with the regular people.
he ain't.
So
Where do he be?
Man, on his golf course.
I seen somebody.
That's
I
on
seen
his
somebody record him at a stoplight, like a couple months ago, smoking a cigar randomly at a
Like
stoplight.
it wasn't like a hologram of Mike. Cause Mike,
Nah, he
drives
was at
himself.
the stoplight, and
Mike,
they
man.
recorded him. It was in North Carolina too, and he zoomed off. Like
I would check out his jeans first too, though.
How much
yeah.
fabric?
Them
The
jeans
first he's
is
gonna-
What
crazy.
is up with these jeans?
I don't know, them jeans crazy.
Make them bigger.
They're like Jinkos.
Yeah, they were
literally.
Mike has Jinkos.
Yes, he might as well just come out
So,
with a line.
so Cass, did you bring shoes for us, sneakers for
Oh
us?
yeah, I brought some of it. So bringing your favorite trio is like choosing your favorite child.
Why?
Oh,
So it was hard, but I brought probably like my recent it changes, like it evolves with my taste.
Yeah.
You know, as I get older, I think. But yes, I brought some.
all right, let's get into it.
Okay. My favorite sneakers. Okay. So we'll start with the Melody of
Come on
Sonny's.
now.
Okay.
Obviously, I love a good story. She's always been about female empowerment. I really like the mismatch because I'm not a stylist by any means, so I like shoes that can do the talking for me. I
Yeah.
don't, they're just the center of attention. I liked the watches too. I thought that was a cool
Do they work?
touch. No.
Okay.
They still do.
But you can actually take them off and make, accessories, put it on a
Okay.
bracelet. Like, you can do a lot of things.
Oh, I didn't know that you could take
And,
them off.
the outside. I like details, so like
Oh
all
yeah.
the,
Yeah.
Man, those I never seen them in person.
I think it's
they're
dope that they
fire.
did it on the mid.
yeah,
I
because
think
that's
that's
another
dope.
conversation.
To bring
Yeah.
some attention to a mid,
Yeah.
I like that
all
aspect
the
of it.
fearless ones,
Yeah.
they did them on the mids, and
Yeah.
then the blue, the greats. I really
Yeah.
love those. I didn't get them, but
I got it. Those are one of my favorite shoes.
Yeah, I love those, and he's such a dope artist.
Those are fire.
So these are like probably my favorite Jordan. The reverse shattered
Yes.
backboards. Obviously, they're beaters. I wear them all the time. They're
Yeah.
dirty. But I just love the quality. I wasn't able to get the shattered backboard because I don't even think they came in like small sizes. My size, I'm like small feet tribe. So I love these. We did a bomb sneaker diary on the basketball court. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Love those.
Oh, these are dope.
And then
Orange anything is dope.
so Air Max 1. This is my favorite Air Max 1.
Atmos.
That's a
Come
very
on,
great
man.
one.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Atmos.
Yes. I love the the elephant prints, the jade swoosh. It's one of my favorite colors. And it's a CNK color.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it's our palette, black, white, teal.
I love how you love CNK so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the
Atmos.
brand, like
The
I have
brand,
to
Sleep
emulate it.
Yeah,
all.
Yeah.
nah, for sure.
I feel like you do though.
Yeah.
These
like-
are fire.
Big
It's
time.
What
like,
year is this
I'm
one?
super passionate about it.
It's amazing.
And we'll save the best for last. This is probably my
At a
most
13?
hyped, one. So the Air Jordan 4 women's, I really like the barely mint
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
shoelaces.
One day.
One day. These were just really. I loved. Obviously, they're dirty, but I actually wear my shoes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
I loved all of the off-white collaborations. I have the blazers too, like the Halloween Hallows Eve. So I really like those. But this was just a very premium colorway to me, like the cream. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, and I think the versatility is really important for women.
Yeah.
Would you say that was the sneaker of the year last year?
I think it could be, especially
It's in
because
the
it's
running.
women's.
Yeah.
When I bring sneakers, I wanted to bring like 2 women's, 2 just like regulars that I love.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the sneaker of the year. I mean, I really liked the 5, the off-white 5.
Right, right.
So I agreed that was pretty innovative and different.
Right.
Yeah.
Which colorway?
The black.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The, is that what it is?
That's
Black
lit, yeah.
versus the
Yeah.
sale.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. So I didn't get a pair, but yeah. So this is.
I ain't gonna lie, Cash. Your shoes you
you
brought.
some heat.
I mean,
The Atmos is very-
That's
The Atmos
I
was
didn't-
very.
I didn't think
That sets you apart
Yeah.
from me. I mean,
Yeah.
I also like the Atmos, the animal pack. I was gonna bring.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one. That's one of my favorites.
but that one's pretty common.
Don't-
That's not
That-
pretty
that-
common.
yeah, that's
Like,
not common.
That's,
Yeah, don't rub it in.
you
I was gonna
you went to
bring-
another level on that
She
one.
got
I'm
she
giving you
has a
that
closet
one.
that we got to check out.
There's a
for
couple
sure.
that like I'm missing out on that I really want, but I just don't want to pay the price.
Well, Cass, those shoes are fire. I'm gonna move you ahead of Bentley. on our in studio guest.
Billy, you bring the Atmos.
The women are
Yeah, I ain't
I
gonna
give you
lie.
that most.
Yeah,
I give you that most.
I'm gonna have to give it. Even the watch joints. Those are fire. I never seen those in person. But thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you all.
Yes, yes.
Humble.
Knowledge you dropped and CNK and Trade Block and Jordan and all other stuff you rubbed in our face. But anything else from you guys before we get out?
What do we have on today?
Oh yeah, sure.
Adidas, Beyonce, Superstars.
Queen Bee.
Love these, yeah, all white.
Can't go wrong.
Air Jordan 1 Royals.
Yeezy 380.
Yeezy Wave Runner.
Nike Total Air Max Foam 2011. I'm getting my years
Nice.
in.
Yeah.
My years in.
For sure.
Preparing for Beyonce's new drop, so I'm ready.
She has a new drop coming.
It's coming.
What, are,
I
you,
see
Gucci was in the
Yeah.
are your Royals, are they satin or are they leather? They the
Leather.
satin?
No, they're not the satin.
Oh, okay. I thought you had
Does
the
Tasha have
satin.
the satins?
Yeah.
Yeah, she brought them. She brought them.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a super flex. No,
That is.
I just have
Okay.
one of the retros.
All right.
Well, thank you again so much, Cassidy, for coming by, stopping by. Once again, dropping that knowledge on us. I'm sorry. And that's been episode 17. Laced Up. We out.
We out.